Hi, I'm Tricia. I am a NICU nurse of 30 years and been traveling for almost 18.
So I don't know how much you can share as part of the board or whatever, but we would have been in Las Vegas coming next week for a conference, and
No, I know I'm having withdrawals.
right, I'm missing it a ton. So let's talk about that. Let's just talk about the camaraderie and the friendships that conference really brings, amongst other things, knowledge and and all of that.
TravCon is the place you learn so much. And even though you've been many times and you're thinking that there's nothing else to learn, there's always something else that you pick up. But it's so invaluable to the number of people that you put into your pot of people that are your friends, or your people that you can call up and ask for help, people you can say, hey, I know you were at this place. Tell me what it was like. It's invaluable to you.
Talk a little bit about the friendships that you've made there, and how those have just like over the years just become more and bigger.
Over the years. Yeah. It's so funny because this year, and I'm very sad because we lost one of our girls that was a NICU nurse that I met at conference. We've worked together a couple of times since then because we knew each other, and I'd say, hey, there's a job, you want to come? And, so we kind of help each other out. But she died from cancer just recently. And that was just pretty devastating because she's been with us for 8 years. I'm leaving to go actually to Ruidoso, New Mexico instead of going to Vegas, I'm going to the mountains. And I'm going to stop by and see another traveler that I met at TravCon. Like, she's an ER nurse. We have nothing else in common except we're nurses, and we met at TravCon. But I feel like there's so many places in the U.S. I can go, and there's somebody there that I probably know.
Right. And you probably met them for the first time there in Las Vegas at TravCon.
In Las Vegas, absolutely. But you just can't imagine how important it is. I can't imagine going out on the road and not knowing anybody, not making new friends. And then, no wonder we see all the posts in Facebook about how lonely I am, because they don't have that. They don't have that group of people. I almost wish it was like a prerequisite to being in travel. Like, you got to go there first.
You have to show. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Okay. So can you talk about, like, how difficult was it to make the decision when the group got together? Can you talk about that at all?
It was very difficult. It was very difficult. We all sat down and, I pulled for let's go until the very last minute, because I felt like the nurses across the board have been working so hard, and they're so stressed out with COVID that they needed what we offer there in terms of let your hair down. They needed that time. And but when you looked at, okay, we're going to go, and now we're going to expose each other potentially and go back to our homes and expose even more. And we're nurses, like, we're healthcare. Like, who would ever be the worst to blame than healthcare professionals? So we struggled until the very last minute when it became a financial issue as well.
Yeah.
So when it became, we really have to make a decision one way or the other.
So then I want to wrap with pitch next year, because I know next year it changes a little bit, venue changes and that type of thing.
A little, yeah. Still going to be in Vegas. And it's going to probably always be in Vegas. It is the cheapest place for us to hold it. Mm-hmm. That most people can fly into at the most reasonable rates. We do it on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so that the room rates are reasonable, all of those kinds of things. We couldn't really go anywhere else, and we have looked often. Mm-hmm. But we are going over to Paris this year, which will be nice. The rooms are a little more expensive, a little nicer, but we also have a block of room at Bally's for someone who doesn't want to pay that difference in price. And they're connected, so it's not like you're that far away.
Yeah.
it's a little bit later in September, so I'm hoping maybe we'll get a little cooler weather next year because we know it's really hot there. but the pool's nice.
Hey, the pool parties that we have are fantastic. I mean,
They're absolutely, if anybody's missing those, they are missing it.
Those are a blast. Those are so much fun.
Yes.
And it's one of those things, like, we partied with the Primetime guys last year. Like, Primetime was there.
Yes.
And it was fantastic. It was great.
Yeah. You know, and the thing I appreciated is that every company can be doing something, and you're nice to each other. So, you know, you respect each other, and we try to respect the space. But you know that those travelers are going from place to place, and they're getting their free drinks or whatever they're doing, and it's fine. It's not like, oh my gosh, this was our time. So
we just want to have
we had it first.
We just want to have fun like you guys have
fun.
Know,
and that's right. And we really need the time to put our hair down and you know, have fun and really de-stress, and you know, have the time to talk to others about the issues that we see. Mm-hmm. I really love our meet and greets. We do them in segments of like NICU nurses or ER nurses or whoever, because I feel like that gives us time to really meet those people who are most important to us in terms of places we go.
Those smaller meet and greet, I love the big ones, right? When we do the big breakfast and everything else, but like when you do the meet and greet of just NICU nurses there.
Yes, I do too.
That was the best.
I'm telling you what, the NICU meet and greet is the best one there. We have the largest turnout. We have the best sponsors. And you know, it's just the way it is. I mean, NICU nurses are pretty cool people.
They are.
We just don't take care of big people.
That's right. Okay.
And we really appreciate that you do that for us.
We have so much fun doing it too. Like it's just, it hit me in the gut just last week when I realized this is next week is the week we should be going. And
yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
I know, it's awful.
Yeah.
I'm grieving.
Me too. All right. Okay, take care of yourself.
Thanks, Rich.
Okay.
I appreciate everything you do.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye.